Happy hump day, halfway through the week. Let me put this to the side real quick. All right. Good day. A few things that I want to do today. As you guys know, we are continuing to seed, start from the seed towel, the paper towel method to start my seeds. I did it not only for tomatoes, but also did it for my, oops, I grabbed the wrong bag. Is it this one? Or is it this one, right? Is there seeds started? Does that have a tail? This is the orange bell pepper. Good day, Jonathan. Oh, I grabbed the wrong bag. I'm gonna have to go inside and grab them again. These did not sprout, but as you guys know, I use the paper towel method to sprout. Yes, I know this bag is really moldy. I'm probably gonna retire it after this. But these are the eggplant. Finally, my eggplant came through. It's been, yeah, roughly 2 weeks. Look at that. 1:30 is when we started these eggplants. These are the Seaville eggplants. And some of them have sprouted. You guys see? See that little tail right there? Oh, let me. Good morning, Black Boy Ho. So we got eggplants and tomatoes started. Yes, my paper bag's moldy, and I think it's because but the eggplants have finally sprouted. I've been waiting on eggplant. If you've started your tomatoes, eggplants are another good one to also go ahead and start, along with peppers. Those are the ones that are going to take a long time to get to a good size before you then want to plant them as soon as it gets warm out. Gary, good morning. Gary, do you like eggplants? I like eggplants a lot, and I think this is the Black Beauty variety. And yeah, they finally sprout. It did take, even in the paper towel method, it did take 14 days though. Yes, my paper bag is moldy. I know. I'm gonna retire it after this. But yeah, finally sprouted. I love eggplant. I do like the Asian varieties more. They're more oblong. There's a Chinese eggplant, there's a Japanese eggplant that has a longer shape. I feel like they're easier to grow, but who knows? This will be my first time growing the Black Beauty eggplant out in the front yard, so maybe it'll do better out here. In prior years when I planted it in the backyard, I often had rats come by and visit. I mean, not that we don't have rats, but we'll see how it does. I'm gonna plant it closer to the street though, so I think the rats will have a lot more things to climb through. Ah, yummy, 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 Gary. Okay, I love eggplants. Stir-fried. Black Beauty doesn't steam as well as some of the Japanese or Chinese varieties, but steaming is like the quickest and easiest way to cook eggplant, the Asian style eggplants. The Black Beauty, I do find that it tastes better either Parmesan coated, right? Bread coated, or roasted. And then I was gonna show you guys the peppers, but I grabbed the wrong one. So I'm just gonna pause really quickly to go grab them. And then we also wanted to talk about potatoes today. Gary, I saw that you planted your potatoes on 2-9, and I'm gonna get the rest of these potatoes also planted in ground. So that's what we're gonna plant today. I also do want to, like I said, using the paper towel method, go ahead and move some of those into containers so we can have them properly growing. Because once they've sprouted, you do not want to leave them in here much longer. You're gonna have the roots growing into the paper towel, and that's what you don't want. So we're gonna do that. And Gary, have you cut back when will you cut back your citrus trees, Gary? I've been doing a little bit of pruning. I did a little bit of pruning last time on Monday for the fig tree. I need to finish that up though. I also need to prune the peach tree. The only tree I finished pruning were my raspberries, where I ended up cutting down all the canes, the green canes. I should have thought about that a little bit more. But anyway, I already did it. You like the Asian eggplants too? Okay. Blackberry is more shelf stable. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'll have to test it out this season, because last season I only grew the Asian eggplant, and yeah, within like a week they started to turn colors. But I'll have to check it out with Black Beauty. I'm excited to see. I don't have any Asian eggplants going right now though, so I probably got to get those. Once I get these cleared out, I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. And before we do that, let's see if we can go ahead and plant a few things in the ground because I need some pots. I'm out of pots and containers. So before we even do this, or even the potatoes, I'm gonna clear out some of the pots first. We have a few lettuces that we can plant. We got a little bit of rain yesterday, and we'll have some more rain on Saturday. So if you are trying to transplant stuff, get stuff in the ground, spring, well, we're not in spring yet, but it basically feels like spring. Gary, no chance of frost in the next 2 weeks, right? Shows no chance of frost for me either. Not that there won't be any in March, but hopefully most of the plants will still be small and I'll be able to protect them. But it's always nice to go ahead and get a head start, especially since our heat comes sooner than later. Okay, we got okay, I got one container to work with. Oh, that's good. That's encouraging. And so we are gonna go ahead and plant a few things first. Yeah, a few things out in the garden first. You seldom prune citrus, but it's a good time. Okay, Gary. Yeah, I saw some people went ahead and pruned them back in January, actually. I think for me, I'm thinking I want it to at least withstand the cold front. It needs to be able to withstand or go through at least and we already had our rare winter storm, so I feel like it's now safe to prune. I do have a grape tree that I tried to grow from seed. It's not in an ideal spot. That's probably why it's not growing well, but I also need to cut that back. So I have quite a few trees I cut back. Stuff to do. Let's see how I have a few things that I do need to get in the ground. Remember those lettuces that I grew from seedling? They're here. These are the ones I had to add more to this section because the ones that I planted pre the winter frost, I don't think made it, even despite my efforts to cover them. So that's fine. I am looking for green onion. Okay, a few things to plant. Ooh. Yellow tomato. Okay. Oh no, something tipped over. Oh, tipped over? Okay. Whoa, sorry guys. Forgot that I was... Okay, here are some of the... Oops. Here are some seedlings we got. This is ready to go in the ground. These are romaines, and then I don't know what this is. This is volunteer something. Whatever it is, I'll let it grow here for now and see if it's something we can eat. I also know that this is another romaine as well. Is it romaine? It looks kind of, maybe it's like some sort of lettuce. It doesn't look like a romaine, does it? And if you guys are wondering, here are some of those tomatoes that I moved from the soil block into pots here. I know it's silly. I already had them separated out, but I'm running out of real estate. I'm running out of space. So they're all just gonna have a fit in a pot. Tomatoes in general, I find, do pretty okay with being separated out. So that's why I've still got them in a pot here. And now that I'm looking at it, the top of the soil looks really dry. So I'm gonna be using a little bit of crushed leaves just to keep the soil a little bit more protected. Let's cover this. Cover it a little more. Cover this. And these are, oh, beautiful. I did label it Roma. What do we think this is? This is carrot, right? This is a carrot in here. I'm going to go ahead and move this carrot too. Pruning can encourage a plant to bud out. This is, oh, I see what you're saying, Gary. Yes. That's why I think like January is a good time, right? Because that's definitely the dead of winter. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Good day, seed addict. You're thinking about planting on my tomatoes in the next few days. Yes. Yeah, Gary, that's exactly what I think. I mean, either way, I've got mine potted up for now, so it doesn't matter. These are the Romas, and we have more to pot up. But for now, I do need to free up some of these pots, so I'm just gonna plant Oh, here's one more celery to plant. Let's get these. I don't really know where to plant my celery. I'm just gonna find a, if you guys have any opinion, let me know. Okay, I'm just gonna grab oops, sorry about the orientation. What? How do I get this fixed? Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay, we got this one. This is a lettuce I want to move out. This is another lettuce I want to move out. There's 3 lettuces in here. These are, I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's something that can be eaten. And then, I don't know if this cabbage made it. Okay, well, this one here. I mean, the celery. I already planted out 2 of the celeries, or 3 of the celeries. And yeah. Let me know if you guys have any opinions. I got my shovel. We're gonna plant these out so I can then have containers I can plant other things in. Oh, okay, so here's some of my cauliflower. I do eventually want to move them out of here. Oh, here's more lettuces. Beautiful, 4 in here. Okay. I had them originally in microsoil blocks and then put them in here because I had to clear out that microsoil block, and now I don't remember what this is. This is either like broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Everything's really taken off though. It's been consistently like 40s to 70s, and the plants have like really taken off. Temperature makes such a difference. And these have doubled in size, no joke. They were like the really small size for a really long time, and they recently doubled in size. So do not underestimate temperature. Okay, what do we got? I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna grab my little tray here as best as I can. And then I gotta find a spot to plant these. I'm not sure where to plant these actually. Maybe I'll just fill up this spot here because I have more space here, it looks like. I have more space here, it looks like. Carlos, good to see you. Even the devil's lettuce you can eat, but I don't. Oh, really? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of lettuces that was. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, do we think so I think I'm just gonna plant them more in here. You'll see I've already planted some of those lettuces throughout. And I'm just gonna look in here because I could plant a little bit more thickly here. Yeah, like right here, I think it needs one. So we're gonna empty this out, and I'm gonna use my container here so I catch all the soil. I forgot what kind of lettuce this was. Does anyone recognize it? It's either butterhead lettuce, black leaf Simpson, or a romaine. But that doesn't look like romaine to you, does it? Doesn't look like romaine to me. Oh, I guess that Napa cabbage finally unalived itself. I don't see it here anymore. I used to have a Napa cabbage right here in this area. Oh, or is that carrots? Or no, that's root. Okay. Okay, we'll plant one right here. Beautiful. Okay, I think right here is good. You see I got those. We were just talking about I originally had this in a micro soil block. So now it'll be just like this. Looks good. Okay. And then I think right here will be good. Right in this space. I actually don't recall what this was. But if it's gonna grow ahead, this spacing that I have here right now will work. I forget though. Doot. Okay. Make sure it's upright, and add a little bit of soil to backfill a little. Make sure it fits in at the level that it was already growing at. Okay, and then we're just gonna backfill and give it a quick water. water to let the soil settle in. It's gonna be beautiful today, nice and warm. So, or not too warm. But yeah, there we go. Done. Done. Whew. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Gary, you're saying cool season crops really seem to take off in the middle of her. Gary. Or in general, I just find, because even after our winter storm, it also did really well, I feel. I think it's just because the temperatures warmed up. Dylan, nice to see you. Yay, how exciting, Dylan. Well, welcome. We are, I do typically go live noon to 11 a.m. Central. And I like to share, garden related stuff, of course. I used to also talk about cooking and getting outside, but right now we're busy preparing the spring garden, very, very busy. This is the first time ever that I've been really on top of preparing my seeds. So I am expecting lots of abundance this year. I've never been so on top of starting my seeds, ever. So this will be really exciting. Welcome. Hi, She Natural. Welcome. Dylan. Oh, how exciting, Dylan. Well, I think it depends on where you are in your garden journey. I am a 5th-year gardener, so I do feel like I want to be able to start all these seeds. I don't want to have to wait on the garden centers. Actually, are they, Dylan, in your zone, are they already offering vegetable seedlings? I need to go to my garden center to see. I've been meaning to do that. This weekend I'm going to do it. For any of you guys, have any of your garden centers started offering seedlings? Seed Addict, I already know the answer for you. Because you're in zone 6, probably not going to offer until like April or March, right? Seed Addict, when do they start typically putting out seedlings in your zone? Yeah, I forgot. Whoops. We just planted some type of lettuce. I don't recall. It's either a black leaf Simpson, a butterhead lettuce, or a romaine. What do you think it looks like? Any guesses? I was really good about labeling when they were in the micro soil block, but now that they're out, I don't know. Divine, good to see you, Gautam. Yeah, good to see you, Gautam. Oh, Seed Addict, what I was saying was when do you guys, in your zones, when are seedlings or vegetable seedlings typically offered? Let me know. They might be out if I go to the garden store. I don't know. We'll see. Garden lettuce. Okay. Yeah, like does not look like romaine, right? Okay, so I do have actual romaine and I know what those look like. So let's actually go look at it and see. We'll do a quick compare. This is definitely something I planted from seed though. Let's go look. All right. I know for a fact that these that I planted are remains. Oh, okay, yeah, that definitely looks like a romaine. Okay, so here we know. Do you see that right there? That is a romaine. This right here is a romaine lettuce, and I know for a fact that definitely looks like a romaine, which does not look like this. So this is either Butter Crunch or Blackhead Simpson. Nice. So that's what a romaine lettuce looks like when it's a baby. And this is either black Simpson leaf, or a Butter Crunch lettuce. Big help, welcome. How exciting. Blueberry starts in the ground. Yay, exciting. Arizona had a bunch past seeding, but they had lots of ones. How exciting. Big help. This is what my garlic looks like right now. It survived our winter storm. I'll show you. Yes, in stores. That's what I mean. Sometime end of April. Oh, okay. Good to know. It could be that my garden zone actually is starting to offer seedlings. I haven't been since January. I'll have to go check it out. Yeah, no, I think that is true. Okay, February is typically when they offer it. Because February 2 years ago is also when I got my asparagus. I got asparagus bare roots at that same time. How exciting! Here are what my garlic look like. They rebounded really nicely after the winter frost that we had. So look, garlic looking good. It was looking a little sad, but it's really bounced back. So looking really green and lively again. All right, we're gonna finish planting the those butterhead lettuces. And actually, I forgot the spacing. I'm just gonna assume four. Okay, this is also one that I definitely planted as well, but it was much earlier. Look how it's coming along. That must be the black leaf Simpson, the one that like formed leaves. And I think this is technically a lettuce too, but maybe it's a dandelion. I don't know. It's bitter. This is bitter, whatever it is. Seed addict, yours. See, look at that. You can offer seedlings now. I love it. Growy. It seems like to me the temp has dropped 10 degrees at night, especially for tomatoes fruit. 20 has to drop. Oh, has it been hot in your zone? Dylan, I don't think so just yet, but I haven't checked. Oh, well, Dylan, if you want to get really on top of it, honestly, getting your plants planted now is how you're going to get the most out of your plants and the most out of your harvest. So, 8 Ball, good to see you. Not all the time, 8 Ball, but yeah. It is definitely blue today, and the seedlings or everything's really taking off as well. Here's lettuce. This is a lettuce that I grew from seed, and I got cilantro planted. Cilantro is really taking off as well. Look how happy it is. It is time to harvest some big leaf cilantro. Let's see how it tastes. Cilantro-y. Okay. Yeah. I need to harvest that more often. I do plant starts in arrow gardens that then transplant to soil. I love that, seed addict. What else was I gonna say? So we got those lettuces that I'm gonna go ahead and also plant in the ground. Those 4 there, and I'm just looking for a good spot. Okay, so you guys saw the romaine lettuce. It does look like a romaine lettuce. Oh, and here are my onion starts in case anyone's wondering. Dylan, if you're in 8Bs, they're actually warmer than I am. Here are if you've ever been curious about planting onions, that is actually what makes up most of my, I think I'm at like close to 600 pounds of harvesting food this season. I've been measuring it all. Here are the sugar snap peas. These are also growing really well as well. I have these tomato cages ready for if they ever climb up. Are we doing any chives? Yes, I do. Well, I have garlic chives. Is that what you're asking about, 8 Ball? I have garlic chives that I managed to keep alive because I protected it in our, so yeah, this is garlic chives growing here. I covered it during our winter storm, so it is actually still alive. And actually, that reminds me, I need to start the seeds for it because from this, I was able to harvest flowers and seeds, and I want more plants of it. Oh, Gary, you're saying in the Pacific Northwest, you grow longer since you have mild summers. Okay, cool, Gary. Seed act, you say, I currently have 10 pepper seeds germinated and nowhere to put them. Yeah, that was exactly seed addict. That's my problem. That's why I was saying we gotta empty out some of the seeds so that I can plant so that I have something to use to get my germinated seedling started in. That's exactly what I was saying. And so if we were just saying here, I was saying this doesn't look like romaine, and it's not. It's either butter crunch leaf. This is romaine. So I got romaine. My kohlrabi's alive. How exciting. Romaine. I think there's another. So there's one romaine. Here, let me set this down so I'm not dizzying you guys. Okay. So in this little section here, we got, this is a kohlrabi. I think it's going to make it. It's got a little bit of frost damage on one of the leaves, but it's got its second set of true leaves. And then we've got a romaine lettuce here. This is another kohlrabi. This is still on its first set of leaves though. So this is like a toddler. This is a baby. Another romaine here. What else? Is that a romaine right there? Okay, beautiful. Another romaine. It looks like this bed could use more. Okay, another kohlrabi. Nice. Romaine, and then weed. Okay. Where did I put my glove or my shovel? I think we're going to plant some more lettuce in here. Oh, sorry, I had to step away. I went to go grab my my things. Okay. Here we had a front with cold air and rain. Ooh. We also had some rain. It got a little cold. You see tomato seeds at Target for one. Ooh. Okay, how exciting. Yeah. Hi, Steph. Hi, Stefan. Stefan, right? Okay. So this is a romaine seedling, and then I've got 4 in here that I want to up pot. Or actually, should we put in the celery? What should I do? I got 1 celery here. This one I've been growing for like 3 months now. Should I just put the celery here? Any opinions on where to put celery? I got 1 celery, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Good to see you, Stefan. Stefan. I think it's Stefan. You told me how to pronounce it correctly one time, and then I forgot. Okay, so here we got the celery in here. Guys, so proud of this. Celery is incredibly hard to start from seed. And on top of that, I've managed to keep it alive for 3 months now. So this is, in addition to the one that I already planted yesterday, this is another one. This is like a moment to celebrate. It's alive and it's thriving. And now we're gonna put it in the dirt right here. I'm gonna tip this over here. I'm gonna use the catch the soil because I do want to, like I was saying, and this styrofoam might be on its last leg. Okay, so we got the roots right there. Right now the celery is still, like the roots are probably that much of it. And now we're gonna move it back over and plant it. Yeah, we're just gonna plant it right here. We're in this little hole, in this section right here. Oops. I am always I'm always parting my mulch. I don't want it to get mixed in. Mulch is like a jacket layer for my soil, but I don't actually want the mulch to get mixed in. All right. Okay. And then, so we got that planted. I heard in order to grow celery, the way that you get it at the grocery store, you actually have to bind the celery when it starts growing. So celery will naturally grow like this, like outward. But in order to get the stalks, you actually have to bound it. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. This is my first time actually growing celery, so I'll tell you guys. And then I'm gonna backfill it with mulch just to keep my soil moist and protected. And then I'm gonna water it. Keep those things in place. Where's my watering can? All right, 1 more container emptied and more to work with. Beautiful. Now I'll have lots of rooms to grow. What are you guys saying? Nice, Dylan. You burned. Oh, Dylan. Well, then do take your time because I will say I've been getting a little burnt out from all the seed starting. Good point, Dylan. Yes, the perennials are great, right? That's why fruit trees are incredibly important, and they're a lot less maintenance and so easy to reap from and you don't have to join in on that and the crazy seed starting that everyone does every spring. Good point, Gary. I forget that even though you're in a warmer, even though people can be in a warmer zone than I am, it technically doesn't even mean warmer. It just means that your zones are defined by what I think like the average cold date, if that's right. So even though you're an 8B, it doesn't mean that you need to start on my same time. I'm realizing, because even though I get colder than you, than an 8B, I'm an 8A. I'm zoned as 8A. Even though I get colder than you, I also get hotter than you. So the climates are different. You hear the birds too, Jonathan? The potatoes, yes, eventually we'll also get to them as well. Stefan, Carlos, you said, Stefan, east of I-35 is great soil, west not so much. Soil varies a lot in Texas from sugar, sand. That's true. I'm in a clay part. Yes, 8-ball, spring is creeping up. Well, you can change it, Stefan. I mean, I compost all of my kitchen scraps, and that's what I do. And every time I plant, I'm just mixing some of that kitchen scraps. I'm also using, you guys see, I like mulch everything, right? And like this mulch over time breaks down. So that's also a source of compost for my soil. All right, we got these more to go. Okay, I've already got a kohlrabi here, a romaine, kohlrabi romaine. And that's my celery right there. I feel like this bed is probably, or it's not even a bed. It's literally like an in-ground section where I pushed away the mulch. I think something could go right here though. And do I have anything growing there? Let's see. Anything growing here? This would be a good spot. I like to see the little sections that I empty full and teeming of things. We want to maximize all of our space. So I think I will plant one of these lettuces here. If I can separate them. It's getting kind of big. Ugh. It's silly. I know. I have like micro soil blocks, but I still want to keep them tiny, and it's hard to. Oops. Let me see if I can empty this out. Oops, sorry guys. We're gonna reuse the soil, so I'm gonna gently do this. Ooh, someone's roots are all the way at the bottom. I don't know which one's what that is. Okay, somebody's roots are growing really nice and long though. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, it's the lettuces. Or was that? This is lettuce. Okay, I'll plant this. Okay. Oh, that was the lettuce. The lettuce is like grown kind of long. If you let it. All right, here we go. Sorry. Seeing this. Okay, planted in that spot right there. It had a really long tail, the lettuce root did. And we're just gonna water it in. Yay. Done. Whoops. And then fill it with a little bit of mulch, and then we're done. Yay. Okay. The seed's starting. It's in the low 70s today. Oh, lovely. It's going to be in the low 70s as well today. You have 12 beds. Ooh, I could see that, Dylan. I like garden in my front yard, hence the username Front Garden Home. And it's probably maybe like 500 square foot. But even that, it keeps me plenty busy. Keeps me plenty busy. Gary, you're saying good soil is nice, but you can always put in raised beds and make good growing media. Nice. Soil. Excellent. Our soil is hard to change without replacing it. Nice. Nice, Stefan. That's essentially what I'm doing. Whatever soil I dig up, I'll change out 50% of it to mix in my DIY compost, or to let the wood chips break down in place and use that. Yes, then we let nature take over. Yep. 8-ball, me too. I've also grown potatoes from store-bought, and they grew perfectly. Yeah. I would say I haven't had any diseases either. I did already go ahead and plant some. I don't think they've come out of the ground though. I did plant them 4 inches deep. I normally put them closer to the surface. This time I planted it 4 inches deep, and I think it'll work out for the better. I'll probably get a more harvest because the vine has, I won't have to hill as much this time. So we'll see how it goes. Have I seen the bunny? Remember, Jonathan, remember to turn on all messages? What do you mean? All messages is turned on. Automatic, okay. Remember, oh, it has automatic chat translation. Oh, it already has that translated. Lisa, do you mean, did I see the Mad Bunny? Oh, the bunny. Oh, sorry, you're not talking about the Super Bowl, I just realized. Yes, Bunny is still around here somewhere. Bunny is still around. This must have been a Brussels sprout I planted after we had our cold frost. Look, the onions, those are all bulbing onions. You see those? Those are all bulbing onions. Remember I said I was going to try and line my pathway? Well, I'm really just happy to see that they're coming back alive because remember I planted them right before our cold front. So yes, they're growing in really nicely. Look at that. I also need to figure out where I'm going to put up my, I have 3 cattle panel trellises that I do want to put in the front yard. I'm still trying to figure out where. 8 Ball, you're saying the same? They come out perfect. Obviously. 8 Ball, me too. I also have not had a bad experience either. Gary's also always reminding me that you could have accidentally carrying disease into your garden. Yes, there's always caveats. So that's John, good to see you. How are you, John? Let's see. Did I miss you guys? Did I miss Steph? Oh, Stefan, yeah. Okay, see, Dad, you're saying this celery has to be bound. Okay. Okay. Lisa, you're asking about my beets. Let's go see. Let's go look at the beets. No, wait. Let me finish planting these. Let me finish planting these lettuces because I realize that the roots are exposed here. And even though it is a beautiful day, I do want to keep these alive and well. So we are going to... Somebody's been nibbling. Okay. Somebody's been nibbling at my sugar snap peas here. Somebody's been nibbling. I'm pretty sure it's the bunny. Somebody's been nibbling. These are untouched. But the other ones, somebody's been nibbling. Anyway, okay. I'm just trying to figure out where should I plant the other... Okay, I have some more sections where I could check my romaine and see how those are doing. Let's go see. Oh, so many things to move at once. Hang on. All right, let's put this here and this here. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? I moved in, okay, oh, this was another section where I had some kohlrabi. Let's see if the kohlrabi made it. It was the same type of bed as I was showing you guys earlier. Let's see, is that someone's, what is that? What is that? Is that someone's poop? Is that poop? Somebody's poop. All right, we got a romaine here. I remember I just planted romaine and kohlrabi in these. Okay, 1 kohlrabi. 1 kohlrabi made it. 2 romaines also made it. I think that's romaine. 3 romaines. Okay. I'm going to fill the rest of these with the lettuces that I have got here then. We got a kohlrabi right there. Anything here? Let's see. Anything in this? No. It's fine. Okay. Right here. Right here is where we plant. All right, and I got one of these. Separate out one of these guys. Roots are looking good. Nice and deep. So I've seen people do the snail method. Thank you for sharing it with me, Seed Addict. one of the things that I noticed about the snail method, and just to quickly describe that, you literally get like a large piece of plastic, you fill a really thin layer of dirt, and then you put in your seeds. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain. Never mind. But look it up. It's called a snail method to start your seeds in. It's just a compact way of starting seeds. My only problem, from what I observed, is that I think I would struggle with the long roots part, because it's kind of painful working with plants that already have really long roots. You got to dig deeper. This one was already like, and this my little lettuce here was already showing at 4 inches. So I can't imagine like trying to dig a lot deeper just so I can get my seedlings out of this snail situation, because they can't continue to grow in there, can they? Let me know what you guys think, if you know what I'm talking about when it comes to this, the seed snail starter method. All right, what happened to my kohlrabi? Okay, it's right here. Great. Oh, another kohlrabi made it. It's a little damaged. Okay. Oh, something else is coming up here. What's this? I don't know what that is. We'll plant over here though. I got more wood chips. I like to push my wood chips to the side and make a little divot there. All right. This is the guy. Look at those roots. I gotta do this deeper. This is the part that I'm talking about. This is the painful part, like getting those roots situated in there. Ugh. This is why I think I prefer the I like keeping them small and tiny, because they're easier to work with. Smaller root system. Okay, here we go. Yay! Okay, and then I'm gonna water it and then backfill. One more though. I gotta find a place for it. Maybe here. Maybe right here. Maybe right here. Because that's a kohlrabi right there. Right here. Okay, beautiful. Right here. Okay. Ooh. Good to see you, Lisa. Stefan. Stark Bros has a Valentine's Day sale happening, not to be a solicitor. Oh, okay. How exciting. Is Stark Bros a website? I'm not like that savvy with cool. Thank you for letting me know. It must be like fruit trees. I'll check that out. Dylan, I've been making compost with kitchen scraps and one of those electric Oh, okay. Dylan, that's exciting. Let me know what you think about the electric composter. That's exciting. I like to use I'm using hot composting with my method. Okay, more roots here. We're gonna get it in here. Oops. Oops. Yeah, right there. Okay. Okay. Backfill with some soil. Some more soil. This is the tedious part. Like, look, the way I have to baby these seedlings. Or else the celery will flop everywhere. Exactly. So yeah, that's why they bind the celery up. They can be. Stefan, the bunny's brutal. Kitchen scraps would have to be about the best compost you can make, other than buying in ingredient. Yes, right, Stefan? That's what I think. And it's beautiful. You're like turning what would otherwise be smelly trash into something you can use, or like return back to the soil. That's the way I see it. What is this? What is this? I'm gonna plant it and we're gonna see what this is. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna plant it on the side here, closer to the pathway. And plant it and see what it is. It's giving a really long root. So let's see what it is. Just plant it here. See what it grows into. Oh, you know, maybe it's a flower. Which reminds me, I want to start my zinnias soon. Maybe it's a zinnia, although I didn't have zinnias from last year. All right, we're done planting, and now I'm gonna water it really quickly. Oh. Water it. Water whatever this is that I just planted. I've seen it around. I have not actually tracked what it turns into though. We'll water this one that I just planted, and then this one that I planted. And we'll go and water these while we're at it. We got rain yesterday though. Shouldn't worry about that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thanks, 8-Ball. Never tried the snail starting. Okay. Seed they could, but the roots might go everywhere. Ah, I see. Dylan, you're saying the short that introduced me to you mentioned. Yes, kimchi. Ooh. Oh, yummy. Okay. It is so good when it's, I mean, so I'm not actually Korean. I should clarify. I'm not Korean, but I do enjoy Korean food in my household. Or our household enjoys Korean food and appreciates it. So I've just been finding, I've been trying to find an American pantry way of trying to do kimchi. I'm a minimalist too, so I'm like the one that always starts with less ingredients and starts adding it in. Only when I realize that it is pretty critical. So yeah, I've been trying that. How exciting that you have a Korean pantry! So jealous, so jealous. I have been subbing American pears, and I mean, while it might not taste as authentic, it has the same, what is it, the tenderizing effects as any other type of pear would. Honeycrisp apples, $27. Yes, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, very cool stuff, Stefan. Yum. I have some Honeycrisp apples that are from the store, and I think my mom actually tried to start some from seed. I personally, I know Honeycrisp apples are good, but I like Fuji. Matthew, good morning. Have you started, are you going to be growing tomatoes, Matthew? Or have you already been growing them? Exciting. All right, we got a few things planted here, and I have enough space, I think, to then, the kumquat tree is catching on to me, oh, and here are the parsleys. I had 3 parsley plants that I grew a little bit bigger, and I finally put them in the ground. It feels safe. So there's one, there's the other one, and there's the last one. I did also already have, I had 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did also have some that were already planted as well. But as you can see, those were subjected to colder temps, less protection, and so they didn't do as well. There's my thyme. This is my little herb section here. Is the sage still alive? I had some sage that my neighbor gave me. Oh, it looks kind of dead. Where's the rosemary? Oh, here's the rosemary. I might need to get more rosemary from her and try to propagate that. Well, uh-oh, I'm caught in here. Uh-oh. The sweater's caught in here. Okay, there we go. Dylan, you like the electric composter? Okay. How effective the compost it makes. I'd love to... Yes, I could see that, Dylan. I could see that. We definitely have rats, but there are ways that you can protect enclose your composter so they don't get to it. I, for one, I will just put plastic bags and then concrete, like bricks over it, and that works for me. For the most part. It keeps out like 90% of the rat effort. Did you know peaches grow true to type? I didn't know that, Stefan. I just assumed it was like any other peach tree. But you know what? Or like any other fruit tree. I still try to grow it from seed though, because yeah, I want to know for myself. I want to know for myself. I have a peach tree. That's the one that I was talking about earlier that I needed to trim. And that is one that I grew from a grocery store. It did have peaches on it last year, green peach. I didn't get to eat them though because the bugs got to them so quickly. But this might be the year that I actually get to try those peaches and see them grow to maturity. So we'll see. How exciting, Matthew. Gary, you like Fuji over Honeycrisp? Yeah, nice. But from what I understand, we never get good fresh apples in Texas. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try. I'm gonna try, Gary. I'll let you know. I did read something about like green apples being able to grow at least in the north part of Texas. So I think I tried to plant like a green apple variety. And then I also tried to plant a Fuji just because. But yep, absolutely, Gary. Apple trees are better suited to climates that are not as hot as ours, but I'm gonna grow because you know what they say, maybe your microclimate gives the right conditions to allow particular fruit that wouldn't otherwise grow in your zone to thrive, and that is what I am experimenting for. All right, okay, we have enough containers. We have at least 3, and we're gonna go ahead and plant the seeds that sprouted in there. Let me gather all my things. So many things to carry. Okay, grab this. I have that one lettuce that I did not get to plant out yet, but I'm gonna worry about that later. Leave this out here. And we're gonna go back to the seed station, sit there and plant those seeds that I have sprouted using the paper towel method. Oh, and look, the bok choy is coming alive, you guys. It's coming alive again. Look how it's coming alive. Look how lively it's looking. It's like starting to thrive again. It's rebounding really nicely. Before it was like this, but now it's like coming up and alive. Glad I managed to keep those alive through the Texas winter. I don't think the pineapples made it, but we're gonna worry about that later. All right, I wanna get my eggplants. Oops, almost tripped. Whew, okay. Whoa, I had this like really close. Okay, let me zip this here. Have a great day, Matthew. Good to see you. You can technically, Stefan, you're saying you can technically get a clone from another tree. If a seed has 2 sprouts, 1 will be a clone. Oh, okay, how cool, Stefan. I have not seen my seeds give 2 sprouts before yet, though. Or maybe I didn't notice it. Apples do need to cross-pollinate. You would have better luck than... Yeah, I do have more than 1 apple tree, although I don't know what it is. And yeah, we're just gonna take our chances. And if it gets diseased, we're just gonna cut it back and plant something else. Dylan, you're saying, yeah, kimchi can be minimal. It all works. Okay, for it's more the merrier when it comes to classic Napa cabbage kimchi. Yes, like the fish. Yeah, what I use typically the fish sauce, right? I'll use that. I don't typically buy the shrimp though, and for the most part, I'm still getting the right flavor. I do think you need a rice flour though, and that is not something that's as readily found in grocery stores, but if you go to places like Sprouts, more specialty stores, you probably will be able to find it. The rice flour to create that paste. I think that's what I'm finding. The shrimp seems to be left outable. A root cutting is also a clone. Yes, Gary. They also call, what is it, like air layered cutting as well. It is a super nice day, Seed Addict. It's going to be, like Jonathan was saying, it's going to be about 70s or so. It is super nice today. I'm honestly though, I'm like really excited. I know it's moldy. These are those eggplants that finally sprouted though. Really excited. And we finally have some pots with a little bit of soil we can use. I'm gonna use the I love how like these are, I love how the soil at the bottom is just like really dried and cracked and separated. Again, my soil's imperfect, I know. I use a mix of my native soil, and that's probably why it does this. I don't sweat it though. Okay, we're gonna get these eggplants as well as peppers. That's what I got. See, look, I have this is from a fruit I ate. or our family ate. Okay. Let's get this in here. Just gonna refill these, reuse these containers. Yeah, Gary, fire blight can be hard on apples just like pears. Yep. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have dragon fruit. No, I don't. I don't have dragon fruit. I have passion fruit. That's what I'm growing. I have a passion fruit, and actually I overwintered it. We should go see if it's alive. We'll have to go see if it's alive. Overwintered it, meaning I just covered it with some protection, and hopefully it's still alive underneath the dried hay or dried grass that I have serving as protection. We'll have to see. All right. My eggplant, I'm just gonna thickly plant in here and then hope that they separate nicely. I forget, does eggplant separate nicely? I don't recall. Either way, I haven't got the room to spare, so we're just gonna do our best here. All right, I think that's good. I'm gonna top it off with a little more soil. Okay, where's my soil container? And then, oh, it is at 11:58. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize the time. I was gonna, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do this off screen and show you guys how these end up coming out. But as you guys know, I sprouted the eggplants and am now gonna be moving them into containers to let them grow bigger before I then eventually put them in ground. But yep, there we go, sprouted eggplant for you. Everybody take care and be well. Sorry, I didn't realize the time was creeping up on me. I'm live on Fridays as well. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 11 a.m. So hope to catch you guys then. Baby papaya is growing. That's right, Seed Addict. Okay, Seed Addict, I can't wait to see you harvest a papaya from indoors. That's super exciting. Everybody take care and be well. See y'all soon.